Here it is, dear year 240 as well. They squealed with delight. Oh, gee, this was swell. 240 meant that they would both have Miss Kinnaid, the best teacher by far in the whole second grade. They took to their seats quickly. Miss Kinnaid called the roll. Emily Allen here. Tyler Antole here. Peter Barnsinski. Raquel Books here too. She went down the list until she was all through. Then she got to the boy who was not in her book. We have a new student. They all turned to look. His name is a different one. Laszlo S. Gasky. He's new to our school in the town of Delaski. Please welcome him here. Won't you all please say hi? But the students just turned around and stared at the new guy. His hair was so blonde, why it looked almost white. It stuck out all over. It didn't look right. His lips were bright pink, his eyes very blue. He looked at his feet and he fidgeted too. He was quiet at first and then yelled out hello. His voice booming so loud, it made Ellie say whoa. The other kids laughed. Gee, this new boy was weird. Too different and strange to fit in, they all feared. Now class, Miss Kinnaid said, her voice shrill and tight. Let's focus on learning and getting things right. She turned from the students, white chalk was her tool, as she wrote, welcome back to Brookhaven School.
They sharpened their pencils and picked up their books. All morning long, they kept shooting him looks. They headed to gym class for a quick softball game. When they went to pick teams, no one mentioned his name. At lunch, Ricky Jensen, who thought he was cool, made everyone laugh when he shouted, hey fool. As Lazo was leaving the line with his tray, someone tripped him. His food, it went every which way. The students all froze as they saw Lazo's face with french fries and ketchup all over the place. So these first weeks were lonely for this brand new kid. They made fun of him, all that he said and did. So he kept his head bowed and stopped trying to please and simply prepared for the next taunt and tease.
One day after school, Ellie walked out the door and she saw someone she hadn't seen there before. A lady whose face looked so tired and worn. She had tears in her eyes and she seemed so forlorn. Who is that? Ellie asked of a student she saw. Oh, that's Laszlo's mom, said Susie McGraw. Her son's having trouble. She might pull him out. The school may be wrong for him. She's full of doubt. Ellie watched Miss Gasky as she walked toward her car. She thought about how things were going so far, about Laszlo and how he felt different and strange, and wondered out loud just what she could arrange. I've got it, she said. I'll ask him to play. At my house or his after school ends one day. The next morning, she walked up to him at his locker. Would you like to come over and maybe play soccer? Stunned, he said, please come to my house and play. So Ellie said, sure I can. Let's pick a day. How about Thursday, he asked with a smile, a look that hadn't been on his face in a while. They walked home from school with their books in their arms, passing meadows and fields and a couple farms. They arrived at his door, greeted by his French poodle, and Miss Gatsky was there with a plate of warm strudel. As they munched on the pastry, they made quite a mess, and Laszlo said, do you know how to play chess? Ellie said, yes, but I'm not all that great. That's okay, he replied. He soon said, checkmate. The afternoon ended, Ellie said. This was fun. Laszlo just smiled and said, hey, thanks a ton for coming to my house and being my friend at a school in the town where I just don't fit in. At school the next day, the kid stopped and said, you were walking with Laszlo. Are you sick in the head? Ellie paused and replied, now I know him, you see. Laszlo isn't that different from you and from me. He's terrific at chess and his mom's really sweet. Playing soccer, the guy doesn't have two left feet. He may look slightly strange, have an accent and stuff, but if you knew him, you like him, it wouldn't be tough. Hey, Ellie. Hey, Laszlo. Do you want to go play? And they all walked outside on a beautiful day. The end. Today,
That was
The Brand New Kid by Katie Couric.
Period.